whatever the reports I have created, if the reports are represented in the pictorial manner, then they are called dashboards. Graphical representation of reports is called dashboard. Graphical representation of your reports is called dashboards. Now, if you remember, in your 5th class or 4th class, they used to give x-axis, y-axis, right? Same thing that time they used to give marks. Now they are giving salaries. That's only same. Your report has a data. The same data was represented graphically like a vertical chart, horizontal chart, pie chart, like the graphs we are representing. Pictorial representation of your reports is called dashboard. Okay. When you want to go for a dashboard, let us look at this. Setup, dashboard. We have new dashboard. When you are trying to create a dashboard, how many different ways you can create? There are 11 components for dashboard. Vertical, horizontal, line, pie, dot, funnel, scattered, gauss, metric, VF, tablet. There are 11 different styles of report, okay, dashboard components. Vertical chart, horizontal chart, line, pie, dot, funnel, scattered, gauss, metric, tabular, VF. 11 styles are there, like how you got tabular, summary, matrix, joint. In the same way, we have vertical, horizontal, line, pie, dot, funnel, scattered, gauss, metric, tabular, VF. Now what I need to do, simply select the component. Select the component, go to data source, choose the data. Choose the data, drag and drop. Data source. So we got it. What did I do? Simply I selected the what I have done? Selected the components. Data source, summary. This is how we got it. So we have summary, we have, okay, look at the horizontal. We're getting a component set. Choose the data and drop it. I'm not choosing the tabular report. Look at this. Why? Now you cannot create a dashboard on tabular report. Dashboard can be created only on summary and matrix. Unless there is a grouping, I cannot form a graph. There should be a grouping. In which reports we are having a grouping? Summary and matrix. So dashboards can be created only on summary and matrix. Choose the report. Choose the report, drag and drop it. Now what was this? We have a settings here. Go to this. Go to this. Was my setting component. You want to give any heading for this, you can give it. We can choose this. Right. Now go back to this. Now I want to edit the settings. Now they're asking. Label should be ascending order or descending order. New customer, existing. Value should be ascending order or descending order. value descending order. It came. Label descending order. How you want to organize this? Then access range. You want to set the range manually. 0, 1, 2, 3 they have given. You want to set it manually, you can show it. Show values. On the top of the element, values are shown. Show HR details. When you keep a cursor on this pop-up window, will slide pop-up will open and show you the details. Right. So what was this? Settings. Now go to the cards. Now component data, value, record count. Now you are giving this sum of amount or sum of count of records. You want to give the range based on the sum of the value or count of the records. I prefer to go with the count. Then I have ranges 1 to 15. So this is how we got 0 to 45. Right now I am at 31. I hope you are getting my point here. Now go to this. Now here they are saying show the details. Where you want to display the legend? What was this called? Legend. Legend you want to show? Where you want to show the legend? Right hand side, bottom, or on chart. Are you getting my point? Just say settings to control your directions. Otherwise, what was this? Drag the report, choose the component, choose the report, drag and drop. Choose the component, choose the report, drag and drop. Choose the component, choose the component, choose the report, drag and drop. Automatically dashboard will be created. So dashboards are created for what? Summary and matrix. Dashboards are created for what? Summary report and matrix report. I hope you are clear. Now entire thing is called one dashboard. Entire thing is called one dashboard. On a dashboard, how many components can be added? 20 components can be added. On a dashboard, how many? 20. I have added only 3. You can add 20 components. So what is a dashboard? Dashboard is a graphical representation of your data. Graphical representation of your report. Graphical representation of your report is called dashboard. Now, in the dashboard, how many types of components we have? 11 types of components. Now, which type of dashboards we can create? On which report we can create a dashboard? Summary, matrix. We can create only on summary and matrix. Okay. Now, on a dashboard, how many elements can be added? 20 components can be added on the dashboard. On a dashboard, how many components can be added? On a dashboard, how many components can be added? 20. 20 components can be added, right? Are you clear about this? Okay. Now look at the point. I am running the dashboard as what? Satish. Now there is a concept of dynamic dashboard. Generally, if I log in, if I open the dashboard, it will open like Satish. If you log in, if you open the dashboard, it will open like you. This is general funda. When you open your dashboard, when I open my dashboard, at the time of creating a dashboard, I can say view dashboard as run as a specific user or logged in user. When it's a logged in user, whichever the user has logged in, run the dashboard like him. Why? When I say run like a logged in user, as per that user, report will come. As per that report, dashboard will be represented. Dashboard is a graphical representation of report. Whatever the report is there, same report will come to you. Now, I want to say, don't run as logged in user, run as specific user. When I say run as specific user, while creating the dashboard, I am saying run as student. When I say run as student, what will happen? As per the report of student, dashboard will be created. Now, this is called as what? Dynamic dashboard. Now, you are not logging, you are not seeing the dashboard as the person who logged in. You are seeing the dashboard as the specific person. Who is the specific person? Student. With respect to student, whatever the data is visible in the report, on that report the dashboard is created. Now look at that, we are getting empty because opportunity I told provide there. So we are not getting any data for student, there is the results empty. Now what type of dashboard is this? Dynamic dashboard. Running the dashboard as specific user. We can run the dashboard, as a specific user or as a logged in user. When I say run the dashboard as logged in user, the person who logged in according to his credentials, whatever the report is visible on that report, dashboard is created. When I say run as specific user, now choose the user whom you want. When I choose a user, with respect to that user, whatever the data is visible on the data, report is created. I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone? Am I clear? Am I clear with this? Okay. Now, so what is this called? Dynamic dashboard. What we call it as? Dynamic dashboard. What I call it as? Dynamic dashboard. How many dynamic dashboards we can create? 5 dynamic dashboards. How many? How many dynamic dashboards I can create? 5 dynamic dashboards for an organization. Right. Now, where will you display this dashboard? Where will you display this dashboard? Setup, build, customize, home page layout, edit. What we have here? Dashboard. So go to the home. When I go to the home, why no dashboards are coming here? Let's go back here again. We are not saved it actually. Go dashboard. Go to data source. Right. This is how we create. Okay. Now go back to the home page. Customize, home page layout, edit. So what is that option? Dashboard snapshot. When I say dashboard snapshot, when I say dashboard snapshot, go to home. See, it is added another home page. I hope you are good with this. Everyone is good with this format. Clear for everyone, right, boss? So what is a dashboard? Graphical representation. Graphical representation of your report. Now this is for what? Quick analysis. This is for quick analysis of your data. Now if you give me Excel sheet, it takes time for me to understand it. If you give me Excel sheet, it takes a time for me to understand. But if you give me graphical representation, it is easy for me to analyze and understand. I hope you are good. With this. Clear? Clear for everyone? Right. Now let us go to the next. One. What is a community? I hope you are good with this. People are good with this example, right? Dashboards are graphical representation of reports. Okay. Now let us understand second concept here. That is a reporting snapshot. There is one more concept called reporting snapshot. What is this reporting snapshot? Let us understand. What is this reporting snapshot? Any .NET developers in this class? Any .NET developers? Look at this. This is the data what I have. Now, in the month of January, let us assume this is January, I am getting a report. What is my report? My report is student and amount what they pay. What is the due amount? So I want to get a report. Get me due amounts, student and their due amounts. This is a report which is created and I have saved it. Then what happened? In the due course of time, some of the people have made the payments. Now in the month of February, I want to create a report. When I create a report in the month of February, what is the data I am going to get? Report will be created on the current data. Am I right or wrong? Whenever we are creating a report will be created on the current data. This is the data what I have in the February. Then again, in the month of March, this is in the month of March. In the month of March, I created. So when we are creating the report will be created on the current data. But what is my requirement? In the month of March, I want to create a report on the data which is in January. Is it possible? In the March, I want to create a report based on the data which is available in the month of January. I want to, okay, now I want to test the data. I want to create the report. I want to create the report. I want to create the report on the data which is available in the January. Right. Now, is it possible? Is it possible? Not possible. Then how will you achieve this? How will you achieve this? To achieve this, we are going for a concept. To achieve this, we are going for a concept called reporting snapshot. What is this reporting snapshot? Whatever the report you created in the month of January, create a table. Name, month, Let me see. Satish, January. Whatever the report you are creating, the report is saved to a table. In the month of March again, Satish, February. This is how we create. Now, the analysis of the report is stored to the table like a record. Now, if I want to make analysis on the January data, I can go to this table and get it. Now, I can store every individual record, or else I may also create a table like this. Are you getting my point? I may take analysis, I may take every individual record, but at the end of the game, the conclusions or the analysis of the report is saved to the table like a record, so that I can watch the history. I can track the history of the report. I can make analysis on the report. Are you getting my point? So if you want to track the history of the data, we can go with what? Reporting analytics. What is that? Whatever the report we created, the conclusions of the report are stored to the table like a record. Whatever the report we created, the conclusions of the report are stored to the conclusions of the report are stored to the conclusions of the report are stored to the table like a record. I hope you are good. People are good with this. People are good with this. Clear for everyone. Okay. Making analysis on your data. Making analysis on your data. Making analysis on your data. I hope you are good. Clear for everyone. Okay. Now, how do you create? How do you create? Look at the point. I can create this only for a table, okay, tabular report or summary report. This can be created for only tabular and summary. In which table I can store the data? The table in which I want to store the data, the table should be custom object, no workflows on it, no workflows, no validation. Now table should be a custom object, no workflow rules, no validation. The table should be a custom object, no workflow rules, no validation. It should be a custom object, no workflows, no validation. I hope you are good with this. So let us see how you can create. See, practically we will not be working on this. As a part of the topics we are discussing it. Okay. So don't waste your buffer on going through this in detail. Now, whatever we covered till the workflows, OWDs, sharing rules, workflows, profile, relation. These are our major topics. Okay. Rest all we are covering as a part of the syllabus. But you have to be very strong with profile, permission set, OWDs, sharing rules, workflows, relation. These are the topics which you should be very perfect. Okay. Now, let us come back to this. How we are doing? Setup, administer, data management. What we have? Reporting. Now, new reporting snapshot. They are asking. Right. Now, the report has to run like a specific user. So choose the user. Satish. which report, which table, you can choose any of the object. These reports will be stored in this object. But I told you, no validation, no workflows, no triggers. Then we need to go for a mapping. You want to take a grand total or group wise total. You want to add a grand total or group wise. Then these are the fields in the report. These are the fields in the table. Which field in the report should be mapped with which field in the object. You are taking the conclusion of a report and saving to what fields in the table. Now this column in the report should be saved to which field in the table. That's what we have to map it and save. This column now. Shankar, mute your mic. Now I made a summary report. This is what we got. Now it is a summary. I have hidden the data. If you hide the data, only conclusions will come. Now what is your requirement? I have a table. Now we are supposed this is the report, this is the table. What we are supposed to do? Mapping. In the mapping, what which column in the report should be saved to which one? Report name. City field should be given to city. Count, I want to store here. Summary, this is what? Grand summary. Row wise summarization. The amount should be added to total amount. Map, which column in the report should be saved to which field in the table. Right. Map it. Now you map it. When the report should run, I want the report to run every week. I want the report to run every month. Every month the report should run, data should be saved to this table directly. So we are supposed to go with scheduling the report. Schedule the report, edit, daily or weekly, monthly, you schedule. As per your schedule, the report will run, data will be saved to this. What was this? Tracking the historical data. The moment report is created, conclusions of this report are saved to the table like a record. So in the future, if I want to see last 10 weeks data, I can go to the table and see the analysis on the data. If I want last year's revenue what I generated month wise, I can go to the table and see. So what is this called? Tracking historical data. Making analysis on your historical data is called reporting snapshot. I hope you are good. People are good with this? Clear for everyone? Right, boss. Now, we are coming to the next story. The next story is creating communities. Next one is creating communities. What is a community and how it is used and how it is accessed? Try to understand these points here. I mean, Try to get this point clearly. Now I have a company here. BMW company. Now this company recruited some employees. Now BMW company manufacturing the cars, it recruited some employees to take care about their business. Now, so it appointed some employees here. It appointed some employees like a regional manager, zonal manager, executives like this. They have appointed some employees here. It appointed some people. Now, what these people have done? What these people have done? Appointed some vice president sales. Appointed someone else vice president service. Appointed some people to take care about their operation. This guy is taking care about sales. This guy is taking care about service. Now, this guy has recruited some people. He has some team here who are zonal managers or regional managers. Now, as per my requirement, I am calling them as BDM. These two guys are reporting to this VP, regional managers. Regional managers. Now, what these regional managers sales are doing, they cannot go and sell the vehicle directly. So they approached some of the distributor agencies. Now they identified some of the popular vendors who can sell your vehicles, and they have spoke to these people. ABC Corporation. Some group. They spoke to some of the distribution agencies. They spoke to some of the distribution agencies. They told boss, okay, please market us. If you sell our vehicle, we'll give you this much commission. You can establish your showroom. I'll send you the demo cars. I'll tell you, okay, send you some, so okay, demo cars. You can display them in your showroom. You can sell it. For each car you are selling, I'll give you 2 lakhs commission. Now this is what I spoke to them. Now these are the companies with which I communicated and told you establish number of branches in Hyderabad. You establish number of branches in Bangalore. Okay, I'll send you display pieces. You can put your cars in the display and sell the vehicles. Now finally these people have agreed. Now from this company, there is an agent from these companies who will log in. There may be one person or maybe a group of persons. For each distributor, there may be one person or a group of persons. Now, who are these? These are the representatives of these companies. Now, if any new lead comes, they'll upload, they'll log in, upload it. If any new order comes, they'll log in, upload it. If any more customer is coming to my showroom, want to book a vehicle, I'll raise a booking. These people will log in, raise a booking. The booking is accepted by the regional managers. Then order will be placed to the manufacturing unit. Now, from where these agents are going to communicate? Now, they are not employees of my company. These are the employee of ABC Corporation. This is the employee of Sabu. This is the employee of Talwar. This is the employee of Panaji. Now, they are not my employees. They are the employees of the company. Now, when a customer comes to them, when a customer want to have a demo test drive, these people raise a case, boss, we need a so-and-so vehicle for a test drive on so-and-so date. Or customer is placing booking. So, we need so-and-so booking on so-and-so name. Advance of 10 lakhs is collected when the vehicle will be delivered. Now, this data they need to enter. Now, I came and told I need a spare part. Now, they'll come, they'll log in and they'll keep an order for this. So, they are the employees who will log in there and will keep a placement there. They are not my employees. Who are they? They are my distributor agencies. Now, for these people to log in, we create what? We create what? Committees. Now, in that, all your showroom people, they log in and they'll place it. It is centralized. They log in and place it. Now, service agencies. I spoke to a number of workshops. I gave a contract for them to provide a service for my vehicles. Now, when I am providing the service, the moment customer comes, they log in the vehicle number and everything. Is it a free service or a paid service? If it is a paid service, what parts I am replacing, place an order for it. The data has to be tracked. Which part is okay, which part is replaced for which vehicle, and what is the part number, what is the warranty number, everything I have to track it. So that if customer comes to me again saying that there is a 1 year warranty, I have to see whether warranty exists or not. If warranty exists, I have to produce it. So who are those people? They are not my employees of BMW. They are the employees of the service workshops. Some manager will be there who take a complaint from the customer and enter it. Now, if you want these people to log in, what we require? Communities. All these people are what? Your internal employees. All these people are what? Your internal employees. Your internal employees. Anything that comes from the ABC group will be handled by this guy. He is the owner of these two records. He is the owner of these two records. Anything they want, they will communicate with this guy. Are you getting? So that's why our internal users, they are my external users. Internal users and they are my external users. I hope you are good with this. I hope you are good with this. Right, boss? I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone. Okay. Now, a simple another example. You have got a red bus. In the red bus, you are logging in, and the people who are providing the services are also logging in. Now, VRL Travels or ABC Travels, they are logging in. They're placing their so-and-so vehicle. So-and-so vehicle I'm scheduling at so-and-so time. Okay, type of bus, sleeper, ticket cost 2000 from Hyderabad to Bangalore on so-and-so date, so-and-so time. Now they log in, update the data. I'm a customer. I will also log in, I'll book my ticket. But you, the service provider and I, both of us are not the employees of Red Bus. The employees of Red Bus will be at the back end. Now if you are trying to book a ticket, something got stuck, immediately you get a call. Boss, your process of booking is, you stuck up in the processing, can I help you out? You make an attempt to make a payment, stop it in between. Immediately the employee of Red Bus will make a call to you and ask you, what is the issue with this? Now the employees are going to work on the application. We are logging in, the service provider, vendor or customer. Either it may be a customer or a distributor who is sending. Retailer or distributor. Now we got a Tata Sky. You got a Tata Sky. Now I make a call to customer care. When you make a call to customer care, how does the people know? Will they come to every house and provide the service? No, they have a number of service providers. Now, they will send a SMS to those people. How do they know? Immediately they have a login access. They will log in and start seeing the portal. When a request comes from Hyderabad, from Isanagar, it is sent to all the service providers in the Isanagar. Now, whoever responds first, that will be his request. Right? So, if you want your partners, retailers, customers, distributors to log in and communicate, they require what? A platform called communities. Now, when you are going for a community, I hope the purpose of community is clear. Right? Okay. Now, if you want to create a community, first we need to understand what are the different types of communities we have. Now, what are the different types of communities we have? Look at this. There will be a customer committee, partner committee, and employee committee. Customer committee, partner committee, employee committee. Look at this. We are looking for a diagram actually. Just give me 1 minute. I am looking for a diagram here. Look at this. So basically, Salesforce is giving two committees. What is it? Customer committee, partner committee. Employee committee will be there. This is for internal use. There is a customer committee. Now, will the customer create a leads? Will the customer create a leads? Will the customer create an opportunity? Will the customer go for campaigns? No. Customer generally make a self-service. He raise a request. He raise a request. He will update his data. He will see the list of products what they have, but he will not raise any new leads for the company. He will discuss about him. He will not generate any new leads or new opportunities. So when you say customer committee, you will have. When you say customer committee, you will have cases, articles, accounts, contacts, products. If you say partner committee, partners means your supporters who are helping you to do the business. Now those people will generate what? Leads. They can also plan their own campaigns. They can generate a new opportunities. So if it is a partner committee, then they will generate accounts, contacts, opportunities, leads, campaign. Partner committee will have accounts, contacts, opportunities, leads, campaign. Partner committees will have accounts, contacts, opportunities, leads, campaign. Customer committee will have case, articles, accounts, contacts, products. Customer committee, partner committee. What is the basic difference? In the partner committee, you can generate. In the partner committee, you can generate opportunities, leads. In the partner committee, you can generate opportunities, leads. You can generate opportunities, leads. You can generate opportunities, leads, and you can also maintain. You can also maintain. You can also maintain your own campaigns. So partner committee will give you. Partner committee will give you what? Partner committee will give you what? Partner committee will give you. Partner committee will give you lead, opportunities, campaign, which are not given by customer committee. Okay. Now, basically, what is the purpose of these committees? They are used for sharing the information, collaboration, and branding. Now, let's say, now all the customers who are using this iPhone, you have a committee. Now, Salesforce developer committee is there. What will be there? You will be posting your queries. You will be sharing your knowledge. You can ask your question, share your knowledge. Right? You do not make a call to customer care. You can make a post. All the other employees who are working on the Salesforce, who are available, they will be assisting you. Okay, it's for sharing the information and collaborating with each other. Branding, mobile, all these are regular operations. Then one major diagram is there, which will give you a complete picture about it. One quick minute, I'll show you the one major diagram, which will give you the complete picture about this. And it is such that I need to draw it otherwise. Fine, I guess I'm not finding it here. I'll just draw it. Okay, I'll draw it and show you. This is what. So, what are the different types of licenses we have? Customer committee plus partner committee. The type of licenses. We already have customer committee, partner committee, and employee committee. In these committees, there are three types of licenses what we have. What are they? Customer committee plus partner committee. In the customer committee, first the partner committee. If you take a partner committee license, you will get access to leads, opportunities, campaign. Now, if you don't want access to lead, campaign, and opportunities, then we go for customer committee plus. Now, on this, what will happen? We'll be able to create delegated administrators, generate the reports and dashboards on the data of accounts. Now, I don't want to be generate any delegated administrator, then I'll go with the customer committee. Now, you want any admin access? Then customer committee plus. No, I don't want any admin access. I'll go with the customer committee. At the end of the game, you are a partner to me. You are one of the company who is associated to me, or you are a customer who is associated to me. You will be logging in. But what type of licenses I'll be giving? Partner, customer committee plus. Three types of licenses. Now, understand this now. Understand this clearly. Look at the point. First, setup, build, customize, communities, enable the communities, enter the committee name. What did I do? I enable the committee, enter the committee name. So what did I do in that case? Setup, build, customize, committees, enable the committees. Once I enable, I get all these options. Okay. Second one, when you are creating a committee, create a profile for it. Profile, new profile, customer committee, ICICI customer. Now, in this profile, what is the access you want to give? You can specify. What are the permissions you want to give? What permissions you want to give, you can control it. Right. We have access to account, we have access to contact, cases, and everything. Right. We create a profile with a license called customer committee. Now, design a committee. How do you design a committee? Build, customize, communities, all communities, new committee. Then choose the template. Get started. So we have chosen the template. Started. Admin portal. Then administration, members. Who can log into this community? I told ICICI customer. Only the users who have ICICI customer profile, they can log in. Only those users who have ICICI customer profile, they can log in. Go to tabs. When you go to tabs, choose the tab account, customer. These are the tabs which should be visible. Then I told branding. You want to change any colors, you want to apply any branding here, you can apply it. Okay, you can go with the branding. Then go to settings again, activate community. Community is activated. Now what I need to do is how to create a community user. So who is the community user? Community user will be a contact. Community user will be a contact. Community user will be a contact. So go to the contacts. This is the contact of so and so account. Always a community user will be a contact of an account. You are your agent associated with this company. Now I have created a contact for an account. Now we are getting an option here. What is that? Manage external user. Enable this. When you enable, look at this. Automatically the contact details have become whatever the data we have in the contact. With the data we already got this. Now go back to your Gmail. Now I got a link here. Click on the link. What happened? The promoter has become a user. Who is this promoter actually? Contact. Contact associated with that company. Who is that contact? Person who can show influence. So company wanted this guy to log in and make a self-services. So the contact has become a what? User. I have created a community where he was able to log in and he was able to access the file. Are you getting my point here? Now which data he can see? When you log in, which data he can see, which fields he can see, Right now he is not able to see any data. He is not able to create it. So go to the profile, manage everything in the profile. Okay, which records you can see. Now go to the OWD. Here we had default internal access, default external access. Enable external sharing model. Edit. On the customer, what we have? I enable. Now once I enable, once this is set, what will happen? Once that option is enabled, we can see the data here. Okay. Now let's do from the beginning again. So look at the format. Once I enable the communities, I cannot disable. Once I enable the community, I cannot disable it. So let us see. First, what you are supposed to do? Create a profile. Setup. Manage users. Profiles. New profile. ICC agent. What you can see, go to the profile, see what you can perform. Enable it. Right, I'm creating a new community now. How do you create a new community? Customize, communities, all communities. Then I have then go to administration, members who can log in, ICSA agent. Only those profiles can log in. Tabs, loans, payments, then branding. You want to apply some colors here. You can go for a branding. You can apply some branding color. Then login and registration. How you want the people to log in? How you want the people to log in? How you want the people to log in? If you want the people to log in by creating a user on the Salesforce, or you want the people to make a self registration. You want to make a people to make a self registration. On the website you find sign up or sign in. Now I want the users to make a self registration also. Then I'm giving what? Allow external users for self. Once I enable it, on the website itself we get a sign up option. You can sign up and register yourself. Now when you are registering from external user, I told every committee user is a contact of an account. Now, if you are registering from outside, now to which account you associate with? Every committee user is a contact associated with an account. Now, if you are making a self-registration from outside, now you are associated with which account? Which profile should be given? Account. I told this is the profile and this is the account. Save it. People can make a self-registration. If they make a self-registration, it is associated with so-and-so account, so-and-so profile is given. Okay. Now committee is activated. Take this. No. Now I made a self-registration. Let us see. What we have here? Click on sign up. So, now what happened? I made a self-registration. Sign up. Now this person is new user is created and he was associated. Now what profile is given? I told if a new user is registered with the self-registration, give him ICICI agent and he is associated with pyramid constructions. Now what was this? User can log in. Now what they can do? They can follow the people, they can share the file, they can post their question, they can access the data. Are you getting my point? So this is for the who are those people? Contacts associated with an account. Now your community users may be distributors, retailers, customers. All their data is stored like a contacts. All their data is stored like a contacts. So contact is converted into committee user. He will log into the committee and use it. Are you clear about this point? Are you clear about this point? Who will be able to log in, boss? Who will be able to log in? Now contacts of an account are converted into contacts of account are converted into community users. I hope you're good. Okay. Now go back here. Now the quick point here is, look at the quick point. If I create one user, one contact as a committee user with the same username password, he can log into multiple committees. Now one license is given to me called committee user. With the same license, I can log into multiple committees. For every committee, I don't require a separate username. If I was a committee user with the same license, I can log into multiple committees. One license is sufficient for the user to log into multiple committees. Now I told partner committee, partner account. Go to this Genie point. Here we have enable as. When I enable as partner, now I enable as partner. When I enable as partner, what will happen? Contact associated with this partner will get what? Partner committee license. Now the contact I can give, for this contact I can give what license? Partner committee license. So this partner contact can create what? Lead and opportunities. At the end of the game, let it be a partner committee, let it be a customer committee, you will be able to access what? You are supposed to log into the committee and work. You are supposed to log into the committee and work. If you are a contact of a partner, you can work with the leads, you can work with the opportunities and campaign. If you are a customer committee user, you will not be able to access leads, opportunities and campaign. As simple as that. I hope you are good. If you enable any account as a partner, if you convert the contact of the partner as a committee user, he will be able to work with the lead, campaign, opportunity. If I enable any account as a partner, the contact of that account will be converted into a committee user. He will be able to access lead, opportunities and campaign. If you are not a partner, you are a normal account. You are not a partner, you are a normal account. Contact of this converted into committee user, he will not be able to access lead, opportunities and campaigns. As simple as that. I hope you are good. Now every committee user is what? Contact associated with any one of the account. Every committee user is a contact associated with any one of the account. Every committee user is a contact associated with any one of the account. Now that account may be a partner account, that account may be a customer account. If it is a partner account, I can give him partner license where he will be able to access lead, opportunities and campaign. Now if you are a customer, I will be giving customer committee license. I will be giving what? Customer committee license, or I will be giving customer committee plus license. I hope you are good with this, right? So what we have done, just to go to contact and click on enable, manage users, enable as external user. As simple as that, right boss? Fine, clear? So that's all from my end. Tomorrow we'll discuss about approval process. That is a major story. That is one of the main